Hi guys, we would like to give you an update on what's going on. Things are moving fast concerning the refugees coming into Romania, Moldova, Poland as well. But we live in Bucharest, Romania, so we can give you more information, specific information about the southern part of Ukraine, Romania, things like that, where we are practically involved. As much as COVID divided, this war has united. I know there's a lot of needs, but we need to also praise God in the midst of the storm and what seems like a dark time in history. We live in Bucharest, Romania. My husband is the pastor of an international church. My mom is Ukrainian, Moldovan. So I have family in Moldova. Moldova is where I grew up, in Moldova, in Ukraine, and in Russia. So this whole thing hits home for me. Where the information I can give you, it's very specific to this area of the southern part of Moldova, where we have lots of contact and people on the ground, and also here in Romania, closer to the border that we have access to. Last night we went to the border, Isacea. It's about, Google Maps said it's about 3 hours and a half. It took us, I think, at least 5 hours to get there. Also because it was sleet, kind of rainy conditions. Other roads were very snowy. We avoided those. But also the interesting part is, in order to get to the border where the refugees are, we had to use a ferry boat. So you lose some time there, waiting an hour on the ferry boat, getting a little nauseous. But hey, nothing that Dramamine couldn't fix. So we went there and drove after the ferry boat about an hour, and we met there. We found via Facebook, praise God for Facebook and connections and videos like this where we can connect and with each other as believers. We connected with a Baptist church that is actually right from their church. You can actually see the border where the refugees are coming to. So we met with Adrian and Lydia from the Baptist church there. They have multiple churches actually in that area, in Tulcea area. We're very grateful for their team and their efforts, so we'd like to support them as well. They have we met only over the phone and messages with Daniel, who is also risking his life going into Ukraine. So please pray for people like that. There's very few of them, and we're very grateful for Daniel for doing that. He was supposed to go there today to take supplies to those in Ukraine and maybe bring some people, the refugees that are left behind. We're trying to, even my mom right now is talking to her relatives in Ukraine, trying to figure out what are the exact needs for us, if we can take it to them. What are those needs? Well, one of them I heard is that they need sacks of flour. Why? Because the stores don't have any more bread. So what they do is, the villages around, the people in the village, they actually start baking bread. Those that know how, they bake bread and they kind of help the whole community. A lot of questions are coming about how you can help. I met last night with some volunteers there that had not slept in 4 nights, just like the refugees. They were exhausted. They desperately need translators. So if you speak Russian and Ukrainian, some of them English might be helpful, but honestly the biggest hit right now is if you speak Russian. So Moldovans out there, please help us with to find more translators. My Russian is not great, but I was good enough to be able to help last night translating the tents as people were coming in, refugees, and we needed to figure out with the police how we can help. The Romanian police and the Romanian country has stepped up big time. I am so grateful and so proud of Romania. If you are not from here, if you're from afar but your heart is so close to this, first of all, prayer groups. We are on our Facebook posts, we write actually specific things from this area, at least, of names and people and how you can pray. Some specific ways you can pray would be, for example, pray that those Ukrainian moms that come through as refugees, that they will not be taken advantage by hopping in the wrong car and being human trafficked. It's a very legit concern. We need a lot of financial resources right now. We have safe links. Please be careful. Be aware that you don't accept whatever link you find, and then actually that money might end up in Nigeria. Pray that this is not just humanitarian aid towards these people, but the gospel will be spread, even if there's limited maybe communication skills between people. So once again, thank you so much to everyone who's been contacting us and helping us financially with the prayers, with just moral support, interviews and so on. We are so grateful. Next week I will probably be traveling to Republic of Moldova to meet with my father. My father is Andrei Ciobanu. He's the pastor of a church there and the leader of many churches in the south of Republic of Moldova. They work directly with the Baptist, he's part of the Baptist Union. They work directly with the Baptist Union from Ukraine, so they're in contact a lot with the Transnistria, Ukraine. But we thank you for your support and we appreciate you. We'll keep you guys posted.